Hello and welcome to another episode of the Inspire RN podcast. My name is Kate Avery. I am your host. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about opinions. As women working in healthcare, there are a lot of outside stimulus. And what do I mean by outside stimulus? I mean opinions. There are opinions from our coworkers, there are opinions from rando strangers, and yes, of course, from our family. So having the strength to know that it's okay to change your mind and it's okay to pursue what's best for you is incredibly important. And I will say that I did not have the strength at first. When I started getting curious about leaving the healthcare field and making a career change, one of the strongest opposing voices was my own voice that was in my head. Now I know that that's called a subconscious belief, but at first I listened to what that voice said. So if you're in healthcare and you are thinking about making a pivot into digital products or into building a business, I want you to listen to this episode. Hi, my name is Kate. This is your first time here. Just a little bit of background info for you. I have been a nurse since 2015. I am a mother to three very crazy, chaotic children. I'm a wife, I'm an NP student, and I am an entrepreneur coach. And over the last few years, I really started to notice how nursing was not aligning with my growing family anymore. So I decided enough was enough, and I was going to do a deep dive into figuring out my life. I bought multiple courses, tons of self-help books, tons of podcasts. And what came of that? Inspire RN coaching. So this podcast is meant to inspire and to motivate you. So if you are also feeling burned out from nursing while trying to support a growing family, then you're in the right place. Let's build our dream life together. Every week, I'm going to share my adventures. I'm going to share hard lessons that I had to learn along the way. So make sure that you are following the podcast and watching me on YouTube. Subscribe there as well. Every single Friday, I will post something. I'm in the shorts there, and you can find me mostly on Instagram at InspireRN. So let me start by saying that you don't have to commit to leaving your job. I know that there will be a lot of big emotions that will come up when you admit to yourself that you actually want to leave your job. So don't even go there yet. You could just be getting curious about making some extra money to supplement your income so that you could actually work part-time or work when you want to work. Or maybe you are brutally honest with yourself and you want a way out and you want a whole new career change. Either way, digital products are a great way to make passive income. And on your journey of getting curious, maybe you will voice or you voice to other coworkers on what you're learning. You may hear back a slew of opinions. So I would suggest from personal opinion and experience to be very selective with who you're going to share your experiences with. I want you to protect your peace and protect your light. So the purpose of this episode is to share some of the common opinions. And yes, I have heard all of them and give you some reframing tools that you can use through these different situations, and you can leave them with your head held high. I struggled for a long time in the beginning to find my strength when it came to my desire to change my career path. So to get curious and really to up level, I wanted to give you the most support that I wish that I had had. Trust me, if I could stand next to you and pump you up all day long, I would do it 100%. But I haven't figured that out yet. So what I would love to do is to offer you opportunities to work with me. I have two current offers right now. The first is a one-time 90-minute coaching session, and the second is a transformation program. So if you're wanting just a little bit more clarity on starting your journey, maybe you need a little bit of help focusing on maybe what's your next step, or you need a pep talk and need to figure out what you want, but you're not ready to fully jump yet, I would suggest the 90-minute session. If you have been curious and you've been watching me for a while, I would suggest going all in and investing in yourself with the transformation program. So the transformation program is truly what I needed when I started out. It is a lot of access to me. It is us meeting every 2 weeks. It is you getting the keys to the kingdom. It is me bringing in specialists. We're going to go over topics every 2 weeks. You're also going to get access through Voxer. So Voxer is a messaging app system where you can pop in and give me questions or concerns or hiccups or anything. Maybe there is an issue and you have been confronted at work with some opinions that are making you question your purpose. Message me and I will pep talk you through the situation. I will remind you of your power. So once you're in this program, you will get to see any new offers or any workshops, any courses that I come up with during your enrollment. So it's going to be epic. That's what my 5-year-old son, that's his new favorite word. So let's get into some common situations that may arise so that I can help you navigate them with grace. So first up is the guilt trip. Have you ever heard someone guilting you or a coworker for taking a vacation because your unit is short-staffed? It doesn't really feel right. It's always felt bad on both ends for me. I obviously understand everyone needs to have their time off and they deserve their time off, but then I've also understand the struggles that my friends will have at work being short-staffed. So it's an interesting pull, but you have to remember that you're not doing anything wrong. And I had to learn that the hard way. I am valuable even outside of nursing. You will hear the same tactic used if you share your dreams and your ambitions with the wrong crowd. As nurses and healthcare professionals, typically when you voice that you may want to change careers or you're looking for a change, you will begin to hear all of the above. But you're such an amazing nurse. I don't want the patients to lose that. How about this one? You're so caring as a nurse. Why would you want to change? There are so many versions of these opinions, and basically to sum them all up, you're an amazing person as a healthcare professional, but if you leave, you're abandoning your patients and the whole system will collapse. Like, really? You and I both know that as soon as you quit, that job's going to be posted quicker than you can pull out of that parking lot. There comes a time after the millionth sob story about how amazing you are and why would you do that to others, I inwardly had to just simply say no. I had to stand up on my own 2 feet and declare that I was worthy in every situation of my life, and leaving nursing does not make me any less worthy or valuable. I needed to form the strength and awareness to realize when I was not being true to my core self, like when I was not acting in my true alignment. And when this happens now, here's your tip. I simply will change the subject very quickly or stop the conversation completely. Whether you decide to say out loud, or you should 100 million percent say it to yourself, which out loud is a bigger statement, but confidently declare that you're smarter. No matter what the value that you offer this world, it is endless. It doesn't stop with nursing. So know that, and that is your true power. You may not physically be saving lives with your digital products, but you can change someone's life. I want you to see that. The struggling mother who is looking for guidance with her toddler, or the stay-at-home mom who needs help organizing her life so that she can stop with the chaos and the running around and start being more present with her kids. You can change a lot of people's lives with your knowledge. Just because you're not providing medical care does not make you any less valuable. I had a lot of self-worth work that I had to do. And this was really hard for me to wrap my head around at first. I had a lot of pushback internally from it. And I have put a lot of time and a lot of effort into rebuilding this muscle of worth. And I must say that I am very proud of myself at my current standing of how I feel of the situation. So if you are noticing that these comments are delaying or deterring you from starting to build that dream business, please stop sharing your dream with those who are not there to support you and start working on your own self-worth. Worthy by Jamie Kern Lima is a great book to jumpstart you on your journey if you're having some difficulties. And in her own words, she says, "You're not crazy. You're just first." My next topic that I'm going to share with you is actually a funny story, and it kind of goes along with the same, guilt tripping as before, because I feel like as nurses, we can really just guilt trip ourselves. We're really good at that. Don't read the comments. So have you ever seen or heard of Facebook trolls Or how about you're on your favorite influencers live and there's like terrible comments coming up. It's cringe and it's extremely close-minded. Yet it happens. And like I said, it happened to me last month. I have started posting my podcast on YouTube, as you can see, and I've been converting my reels into shorts. I am really working on expanding my reach right now and learning how to engage with my audience. So, YouTube shorts have been a great way for me to increase my reach, and it is a new audience, that is for sure. But something very strange to me happened. There was a comment war. And I have to admit, I was very proud. I still am a little bit proud at first because my strategy is working. Like, people are seeing my content. But the comment that was made was very clearly from a person who is not in awareness and probably is on autopilot. That's how I phrase it nicely. They're on autopilot. I'm very proud of myself on growing my version of a growth mindset. And this comment was the complete opposite of that. So basically, to sum up the comment war, one person felt that I should basically be ashamed of leaving healthcare, and at one point stated that's why doctors and police take oaths, like bashing nurses. So I don't know if maybe they were saying that like I didn't have any honor or they were bashing the nursing profession. I don't know. But another person who was much more open-minded started commenting back in a positive light, very aware, very growth mindset. It was very nice to have someone sticking up for me because I did not enter this comment war, although I did want to say something, but I figured this is YouTube, whatever, just let them go. So my takeaway from this whole story is that there's a wide range of awareness out there, and a large portion of our population does and probably will forever live on autopilot. So this fact makes me feel really sad, but it's just like quitting an addiction. You can't force someone who doesn't want to do the work. Like, no matter how bad their life is, you can't force them to see the light. So that is why I post on this podcast, because I want to inspire you to look for more. We only get to live one life, and I would hate to look back at this life and wonder what might have been. So if your gut is pulling you in a direction, listen and explore. Working with me can ultimately change your life. Remember, a 90-minute session, if you're ready to get clear and you're just ready to just dip your toe into the water, I'm here. If you're still working full time and you just want to start your journey, the 90-minute session is perfect for you. If you're ready to make a huge change, and I want you to look at enrolling in the transformation program when the doors open. The doors will open January 15th, but you have to be a subscriber on my email list to get first dibs on seats, because there's only going to be a limited amount of seats, and you will get exclusive discounts if that helps you subscribe to the email list. Until next week, I cannot wait to see you guys again. I would love for you to either grab the Worthiness book. I mean, I think it's great. I listened to it on Audible and I thought it was amazing. But definitely subscribe to the email list so that you guys can get first updates. Subscribe here on YouTube. Come over to Instagram. Follow me on InspireRN. And I can't wait to watch